To get everybody out.
All right, welcome. I'm talking to the people behind y'all. Thanks for being here. This is a difficult moment for me. Let me just start. I prepared some thoughts to make this go better, and I'll try to stick with them. 3 short but full years ago, I stood before this community and accepted the honor of serving as your chief of police. Thank you to Mayor Berke for taking a chance on a late round draft pick from Texas. There are many other people to thank for the support, friendship, mentorship, and partnership they have provided me over the last 3 years. Many of them are standing behind you and they serve with me. I would like to publicly acknowledge my friend, my mentor, Councilman Henderson, who I consider a personal friend as well as a professional colleague and has been a mentor to me and to your police department in the 3 years that I've been here. And of course to my wife Paige, without whom I could not and would not want to do the things I've been trusted to do. I've made the decision to retire after a great deal of introspection. I do not make this decision lightly. There are many reasons why I reached this decision, but ultimately it's a personal decision. I look forward to the opportunity to enjoy more time with my family and our other home in Colorado. Serving the brave and selfless men and women of the Chattanooga Police Department as they protect our community has been the absolute highlight of a professional career filled with highlights. I've learned a great deal from your police officers, from our department. I've learned how to be a better cop, I've learned how to be a better leader, and I've learned how to be a better person. I will always be grateful to them for that, and I will miss seeing them every day after July 6th. Our department has made tremendous strides in the past 3 years. We now have a truly 21st century police department. Despite those great strides, I know our brightest and most rewarding days lie still ahead. We are filled with tremendous leaders, some of whom you can see behind me, but many of whom fill up the space behind you as well, and even others who are out on the streets today, tonight, and in their offices investigating crimes. They are going to advance our vision as a community in ways that I can't even imagine right now. Wherever my journeys take me, I will remain proud to have answered the call to serve this community. I will remain proud to have called Chattanooga home, and I will most definitely remain proud to have been honored to be called a Chattanooga police officer. Thank you very much.
So 3 years ago, I met Fred Fletcher for the first time, and I was faced with the decision of who to hire as the next police chief for our community. And the thing that set him apart was that I knew he was going to be a great police chief, but also knew that he was going to be a great community member. And as I told him at the time, the reason that I hired him was because of his incredible community focus combined with knowledge and skill as a police chief and as a leader. All that is proven to be true. He's been all that and more. Over the course of the last 3 years, the list of accomplishments for this department is long. Reorganizations to make sure that we're prioritizing the crimes that affect our community the most. First Victim Services Unit. Changing and enhancing our community policing. Nationally recognized CPRDB initiative. And now, as y'all see, the expanding technical presence that we have at our real-time intelligence center that is changing the way that we police this But I will also want to point out that there have been moments that people had to step up and be a true leader for our city, and Chief Fletcher has done that. Specifically, some moments that y'all know well. One was after the tragedy of July 16th, when Chief Fletcher was a tremendous advocate for our community and for keeping people safe and how we could rebuild after that horrific event. The tractor trailer incident that we saw, which many communities don't have an incident like that on traffic, and the incredible way that he cared for people after that. And then finally, of course, just a few months ago, the Woodmore tragedy, where Chief Fletcher was immediately on the scene and working so hard to help our community. He does this with a lot of support. First, I want to say that Paige, his wife, those phone calls and text messages and emails that he receives all day and all night, there's somebody with him, and I know how much she has given to our community. And so Paige, can we all give her a round of applause for what she's done? Chief Fletcher gives his all to everything that he does. I didn't know that he had run a 100K until after I hired him, and that may have made a difference, by the way, Chief, if I had known that beforehand. You have given your all to our city, and I'm thankful for that. One other thing that is the sign of a great leader is that a great leader builds capacity in the organization, and you have certainly done that. That means we have people standing behind me and behind y'all who are phenomenal leaders, and I've seen their great work over the course of the last few years. This organization is stronger today, and that means that you've also built in a succession plan that makes sense for our community and how we move forward, because we have so many talented people who are better at their jobs today because of you. You leave the department in safe hands. Our leadership team is talented and skilled and knowledgeable, and I have incredible trust in them. And so, again, on behalf of the city, I want to say thank you to Chief Fletcher, and we appreciate all that you've done. Now I'd like to turn it over to the City Council Chair for Public Safety, Chip Henderson.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. First, let me just say it's truly been an honor to work with Chief Fletcher. 3 years ago, when we started police chief search, I was a big proponent for a local candidate. But after spending 30 minutes with Fred Fletcher, I felt like he was one of us. And today, 3 years later, he is one of us, Chief. And you're going to be sorely missed. Thank you, Chief. Chief has done a great job since he's been here. Our technology in the police department has moved light years in the 3 years that he has been here. I've been impressed with his ability to identify talent and be able to develop that talent within this police department. I feel like we'll be in good hands in the future, in the days to come, because Chief Fletcher has been able to develop that talent. I've been impressed with his energy that he's put into his community policing, being out in the neighborhoods, getting to know the people. You can't go to a community event without seeing Fred Fletcher at those events. He's become the standard by which I think all chiefs will be judged by, and it's certainly been a privilege and an honor to have Chief Fletcher for 3 years here in Chattanooga, and he will be sorely missed. Chief.
We should do this more often.
So if y'all have questions.
No? Okay.
You mentioned it was you said difficult. Can you elaborate on that? What's hard about leaving?
Yeah, I love these people.
So are you going to stay in Chattanooga, or?
We have a home in Chattanooga. We also have one in Colorado, and we're spending a great deal more time with our family in the West. But beyond that, we have a lot of decisions to make.
So no plans on if you're going to go in private sector, keep working somewhere else, or?
I have no other employment right now. Frankly, I have been offered a few opportunities, but all of my energies and all of my emotions have been focused on Chattanooga, and it's time to focus a little bit on me for a little while, and we'll see what happens.
What do you think still needs to be done here in the department before you leave?
Before I leave, or eventually?
Well, before you leave.
Before I leave, we have, how much time do we have?
3 months.
We have my executive staff, your executive staff, and I just sat down recently and went through the list of things we have to do. And not to be trite, but it literally filled up 4 pages of paperwork. We have a lot going on, and it's not just the men and women behind me that are making it happen, it's the men and women behind you. There are a lot of things going on, but there are, I couldn't do them today without them. So my part of them is the smallest piece. These folks are the ones that are making things like technology and victim services and all the different things we have going happen.
Do you expect to be making any recommendations for your replacement or have any input in that process?
The mayor and I work very closely together, and we talk about those kind of things very regularly.
What do you think the next person needs to know before taking this position?
I'm asked to speak about leadership a great deal, and I know that there is a lot more knowledge about leadership standing behind you than there is in front of you at this podium, but I always lead with one thing, which is care about your people and let them know it.
Does the decision send any reflection on any of some of the criticism that the department did face over the BRI or any other initiatives?
I am proud of all of our strategies and all of our efforts. I'm leaving the personal decisions. I will tell you that any failures of the Chattanooga Police Department are mine, and any successes are theirs.
What are you most proud of as your time as chief here?
These people, the leaders that stand behind you and in front of you, that we have created a system that is fair and equitable, transparent, supportive, and mentoring of the greatest thing the Chattanooga Police Department has going, which is the people. And closely related to that is their relationship with our community, which I would be as bold to suggest is as good as it's ever been.
Any other questions?
Okay. When and how did you kind of come to that decision? Can you give us any more insight?
I can't.
Okay.
I wish I could. I'll need years of counseling for that. All right, thank you.
One more question. Is this change in leadership an opportunity for the city to basically redefine its community policing?
Every day is an opportunity to redefine community policing. It doesn't happen by itself. These men and women do that every single day. Community policing today on Friday at 3410 M Nicole looks different than it does tomorrow morning in Ridgedale or Monday morning in Dixon. One of our values is progressiveness, and that means we're committed to constantly redefining who we are, what our relationships are, and how we provide services to the community.
And I know we talked a lot about what you were thinking like that. How will you reflect back on that? Just kind of looking back on those moments since you've been here.
Sure, that's a great question. I will reflect back that I have had the luxury through a long career, but especially in the last 3 years, to work with everyday heroes every single day. And I'm proud to have been called one of them. Yep.
Thank you all for coming.